We talk a lot about transition from pediatric sickle cell care to adult sickle cell care, Dr. Hebert.
Yeah,
And my next guest will show us how she had to make that leap.
it is a leap.
It's a leap, man, without any guidance either.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to welcome to Living Your Life a very true sickle cell warrior, has the same thing as me and thriving with it. Please welcome to Living Your Life, Miss Juanita Gougis. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing outstanding. Thank you so much for coming on the show. How you feeling first?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, you sound like it. Okay, what did you experience when you transitioned from pediatric care to adulthood care? What happened?
Jeez, I would say like I'm still transitioning. It's been a lot of hurdles for me, a lot of roadblocks. Um, when I was transitioning, my care when I was younger
Hmm.
was like top tier, A1, got the best care ever. But as an adult, having to find a doctor that was knowledgeable about sickle cell, um, of course, like going to the ER.
Hmm.
Um, it's been difficult. It's really been a difficult transition, and actually, I wouldn't have uh, done it without like supported community behind me.
Miss Juanita, let me ask you this. Can you just
Mhm.
give me a few examples of when you say those hurdles? What hurdles were you having to overcome?
Well, it's a learning process with me and my mother.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of things that contribute to it, like trying to balance school, your job, and then just finding. I don't think like as a child they teach you a lot about finding a physician that knows about sickle cell or like where to access physicians that know a lot about sickle cell and hospitals that have clinics about sickle cell. As an adult now, I'm still like transitioning, still trying to find doctors that are that's good with my healthcare,
Mhm.
that knows about like sickle cell and that could give me the medication that I need, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Juanita, the interesting part about what you're saying is that we find this all over the country. I mean, and I say this kind of tongue in cheek, but when you are a 3-year-old girl in a little pink dress and you have some pain and you come to the ER, everybody's like, "Oh, let's fix the baby. She's got some pain." Blah blah blah. But when you're a grown woman coming in there, beautiful with your braids, talking about I have pain, they ain't got nothing for you because they don't feel your pain and it's not quote unquote cute anymore. Now, one of the bigger issues that I find, because I take care of patients with sickle cell, is that this transition to adult care, there's only 100,000 people in America with sickle cell disease, and 70% of them are lost to follow. So we're talking about 30,000 people, right? So if we're talking 30,000 people, most doctors in America have never taken care of a sickle cell patient. And if it's an ER doctor, maybe they are. But if they're not ER, they've never even taken care. And because they like to say it's rare, they don't want to learn. But my thing to them, and I'll pose this to you, just because it's rare, if it happens to you, it's still 100%. How is this physically impacting you having a job? How is this physically impacting you having a family? How is that going?
Um, how it's impacting me is I tend to have my life interrupted by my sickle cell crisis. Um, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the hospital. It's really hard to keep down a job because
Mm.
sometimes I'm hospitalized for like a few weeks, even months, um, missing out on family events. I used
Wow.
to be on a swim team and not being able to participate in
Hold
Hold on.
on.
some of the
Wait a minute.
practices because
Oh,
of
Wait,
now,
my.
wait, stop right there.
stop. Hold on.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
oh.
Did
Hold
you say
on.
Now I got sickle cell. You can't run this by me. Did you say you was on the swim team?
That's what I'm talking.
Oh yes,
Okay.
I was on the swim team.
Okay. So you swimming at high noon, or you in that cool water? 'Cause I normally end up going to the hospital. If I was on the swim team and we had to relay, I'm not getting in. We losing.
Look, you just relaying your butt right
I'm
to the
last
hospital.
leg. They tell me go. Not that part. I'm not. That is great. How long is that your thing? Being on the swim team?
That was awesome.
Oh yes, I came from. I'm the only child with sickle cell,
Uh-huh.
but there's 7 of us, and all of us were on the swim team. So I knew I was going to be swimming.
That is
So
That's
that
amazing.
was
that is.
That's a first for me.
I mean, I've never, as much as cold water affects us,
Yeah.
a team.
But see, but that's the why you're called a sickle cell warrior, not a sickle cell person, because a person would not want to do that. But a
No.
warrior, that's what a warrior does.
That is great.
Now, now this is interesting. I want to ask a quick question here. When you say that it interrupts your job, right now in Congress, they're debating whether we can have a Family Medical Leave Act where you get paid. Before 1990, there was no Family Medical Leave Act at all. Meaning, if you got sick, you weren't guaranteed your job, let alone guarantee some money. Have you had to use the Family Medical Leave Act to keep your job, or have your employers been okay with you missing sometimes?
no. I had to use it, and sometimes I would run out of the hours
Wow.
that they give you because you're allowed a certain amount of hours.
Yeah, and this is crazy because they're debating this currently in Congress.
Yeah, look, we
Should we get paid?
We're the only industrialized nation that doesn't give pay for leave. Not only do we not give pay, we just got the act to support your leave. In 1985, if you got sick and you had to go to the hospital and you missed a week, that was it. That was you lost your job.
So Juanita, do you feel a lot of pressure right now, currently where you living, about like taking care of yourself, staying healthy? Because that's a pressure that only sickle cell warriors understand. Like, man, I've got to do X, Y, and Z, or worry about how I dress when I leave the home. You know, that stuff. Touch the window in the morning and see how cold it is outside. To make sure those. Have you had any of those experiences, Juanita?
Yes, every day. That is like I have to plan my life pretty much every day. Check the weather outside, and right now in California, we're having very interesting weather. Most Californians are not used to this weather. But my life pretty much revolved around me not trying to have a pain crisis and trying to avoid that. So, like, I know, like, for me, stress is a trigger and the cold is a trigger for me.
Wow. I got those same
And
triggers. Are you SC?
I'm SS.
Oh, you SS. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you, as you are moving through your life, what's your relationship with Emmaus and Dr. Nahara? Dr. Nahara is a 6'5" Japanese man.
Oddity.
So tell me what your relationship with him is. And
He's not a 6'5". He's an oddity.
He is.
Yes. Well, I actually met Dr. Nahara once when I was about 4 or 5 in the hospital. But as a child, I didn't know who he was. I reintroduced him, met him for the clinical trials. He came to the Sickle Cell Foundation of California, and he was speaking to parents and children there about the clinical trial, and that's how I re-met him. But I actually met him before when I was younger, and I participated in a clinical trial for Endari.
Oh,
very nice.
That's great. How's that working for you?
Oh, it is great. I love it. I did complete phase 1 and 2 of the trial. And um, I noticed my just participating in my life more. I want to say
Ah,
it like that.
able to go do more
And
stuff. You know,
yeah, I was able to
energy's
do more
up. You
things.
ain't tired. You want to get out there and go.
hmm Yeah, more passionate about my life. And being able to look forward to things and like just like kind of like having hope. Because before I had like a negative mindset
Mhm.
when it came to sickle cell and like the things that I could do. So
Well,
yeah, that's
that's why we're doing this show, because this show is called Living Your Life. This is about lifestyle. We want to. This is not about, oh, we got sickle cell. Oh, this is bad. Like
It's
this is
over.
about how we can make things better. And I'm glad
Yeah,
that you're feeling better after interacting with Dr. Nahara and taking your medicine.
yeah. And
yeah.
also, because you live in your life, Juanita. While you live in your life, what are you doing in your free time? What do you enjoy doing?
I still enjoy swimming. I still enjoy swimming.
You a warrior.
I travel. Huh?
You a warrior.
Oh, I'm a mermaid.
You got
I'm like the original black mermaid. um, I travel. I uh, I do like like jumping out of airplanes and hot air
What?
balloons.
Do
Oh yeah,
everything that's
oh yeah.
against the rules.
This look.
We can't be swimming, and we ain't supposed to be in high altitudes.
Altitude.
You doing everything.
I
Going
know.
on.
You just
I heard it. I
you
heard
just
it all my
evil
life, but
Knievel of sickle cell. That's what you doing.
Look, the envelope is
Yeah,
here. She out here.
she out there. She
oh
out
yeah.
there. We just want to live in your life. We ain't want to do dangerous life. That's not what we doing.
This is not X
You're
Games.
killing it, man.
We love it. We love it.
That is good. I love that about that. You swim, you do skydiving.
It's a
You know,
testament. It's a testament to what you can do.
yeah,
And that's
because
what's important.
people don't understand that you can still have this disease, and they tell you all this negative stuff. Like you said, you had a negative mindset. Here you are on the swim team, and then you skydive, I juggle fire balloons and everything else you doing. You just living your life, and that's what we want you for on this show. Congratulations, Juanita.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I thank God for you coming on here. Is that tell people where they can find you? Like, give us your social so we can follow you and find out where you going on your next skydiving trip. I want to say this. Now, get too high up and have a crisis be over now. I just know that.
You better take that medicine before you go on that plane.
Ah!
You better do that. Do that.
Oh,
Oh, of course.
yeah, that is great. Well, thank you so much for coming on, living your life. I enjoyed speaking with you. Thank you so much, Juanita. You have a great day, okay?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.